and welcome to my first ever vlog. This is going to be a trip vlog and my birthday vlog. Currently I stay in Mumbai and I have not been to places over last 2 years except Kolkata. So this time I wanted a perfect getaway for my birthday over the weekends. So our itinerary starts from Wednesday afternoon. I left my house at 1 p.m. My flight was around 3:30. I had to keep extra time in hand for the Mumbai traffic. Now, our flight was from Terminal 1. So we automatically guessed any flight which is going to a smaller city or places which has frequencies automatically get onboarded from Terminal T1. So this airport is very small compared to Terminal T2, the actual one you see on the videos. Now another thing to mention for T1, even though DigiYatra is mentioned, the gates don't work like that. You again have to verify physically with your Aadhaar card. So it's a kind of slow process in case you have a long queue ahead. Also while getting the boarding pass, their system hangs so frequently, so people get frustrated. So keep that in mind in case you are boarding from T1. Then let's come to the lounge. I had free lounge access from my credit cards. Unfortunately, the food was below average. It is nothing compared to Kolkata Airport Lounge or Mumbai T2. Also, people were crying for rotis and they were not refilling it on time. I was soon done with food and applied my favorite lip gloss, which I'm carrying in my carry-on package. Now, the next thing that happened and frustrating was the gate change at the last moment. But after reaching the gate, I just saw there are no proper gates, just small counters with so large queues because there was no proper seating arrangements. So if you're someone carrying a small baby or with senior citizens, then it can be a hassle for you unless you have wheelchairs booked. So this is my favorite kind of bus, the Airbus, and I had to onboard it before I reached the plane. So my preferred airline is Indigo and I have planned this entire trip keeping the same planes. And my second preferred airline is Air India. So this entire trip is along with my friends who are traveling from various cities. I'm traveling with another fellow friend of mine from Mumbai. So yeah, I finally got a company after reaching the airport. I'm trying to keep the videos as raw as possible with much editing because I really want you to enjoy the journey with me. So now let's come to the plane. So if you're going to the airport, you will get the smallest plane. So I booked the middle seats and obviously on window 1, the birthday privilege. I absolutely love it when the flights are not fully booked, so you have seats and it's a smaller plane, less suffocation. So there is one mistake I committed. I originally booked the flights from MMT where I automatically get the meal or food package. So whenever I am using the lounge, that food is either getting wasted. Keep in mind, if you are taking flights on lunch and dinner time and you have the plan to use the lounge, make sure for the food package you select snacks instead of heavy meals like sandwiches, rice, etc. Now let's come to the duration. So the duration of this flight is 1 hour 25 minutes, but as you know, Indigo reaches before time. So the flight interval is very short. It's a cute flight trip. I hardly got the time to sleep. I had downloaded some audiobooks for Miss Marple on YouTube and it was a great flight. Now, there are few additional infos that I must mention. The Mumbai airport is known as Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj International Airport and the one in Udaipur is known as Maharana Pratap Airport. So do remember the names. Now this airport is also very small, but it's so well equipped and better management than T1, and it's even bigger than the Bagdogra airport, the Darjeeling airport. So it's a very small cute airport which is well maintained. I'm just showing you the video clips of the belt. This is the arrival one. You have only 2 belts. This is the future development of the project and you're already getting the Udaipur aesthetics from the airport as well. So I liked it a lot, and here we are going to board the cabs. Now one thing I must acknowledge, the city is so well developed in terms of road and facilities. The Uber pick point was just near the gate and it was so easier to get cabs through apps. There was no scheming or plotting by the drivers, there was no extra charges. So finally we got our cab within just 2 minutes and we are heading to our hotel right now. So welcome to City of Lakes. That is what Udaipur is referred to as, City of Lakes. Now you can see we are going to Udaipur. On the right hand there was Chittorgarh. Right now it's not in our itinerary, so we are directly heading to the hotel for a late check-in. You need to look at the roads. So this is one of the cleanest places in India I've been to, and I almost forgot about my geography classes that Udaipur is surrounded by Aravalli range. Once I reached, I was questioning why are there hills around, and then I had to Google, and definitely then you get the answer. So as you all know, the Aravalli range is one of the oldest mountain ranges in India, and it runs diagonally across Rajasthan, broadly from Delhi region towards Gujarat. So it actually surrounds the entire Udaipur city, and that's a huge reason why Udaipur doesn't look typically like other parts of the Rajasthan. Only because it's surrounded by lush greenery and not covered with camels and sands, which is a typical image that comes to our mind when we think of Rajasthan. Now, Udaipur is divided into a lot of parts like the Aravalli range, but the main thing you should be concerned about is the part which you're seeing right now. It's a normal city life. Here there are flats, apartments, schools, everything. Projects are so amazing, it's not an overcrowded place. It felt like buying a flat here. But jokes aside, you will love the modern city vibe. And finally, we are stepping in the old city. So, we have already stepped in the old city thing, but the place where the tourists actually live, that is near Lake Pichola and all, here no cabs are allowed. So, there is a marking after which no cabs are allowed to enter. So, you have to either rent a scooty or bike, walk, or go by auto. That's the only public transportation that you are gonna get. So, as we have already entered the old city, let me show you the basic hotels and restaurants. Everything looks like a palace. I couldn't differentiate at first. Kept thinking that this might be an important place, but these are just basic restaurants and hotels. And finally, our cab took a turn, and I realized we have reached our destination. So, this is our hotel. I'm going to give you a detailed tour in my next vlog, but this is just a rare glimpse before I enter to the place. Today we have plans and I'll share it in the next vlog. Stay tuned and definitely comment down if you like the videos, any queries about the itinerary.